G'day and welcome to another Mongrel production, and welcome to Sri Lanka's Nine Arch Bridge. On this trip, Trevor and I plan to spend a few weeks cycling around the island. Hopefully, there won't be any surprises. Grab your gear. Let's go.
Well, say goodbye, Trevor.
Bye, bud.
Say goodbye, Trevor.
Goodbye, Trevor. Goodbye, Sri Lanka.
Trevor's last day on the road. He flies out tonight, returns to Australia. And I'll just continue on my own for a while. Well, Trevor's returned to Australia. I'm on my own. I've left early. It's before sunrise. I tend to rise a little bit earlier than Trevor. But the morning traffic can be absolutely chaotic in this place, primarily because of early school starts and stuff. So I want to try and get out of town before everybody wakes up. The next couple of days won't be difficult. 50, 60 kilometre days, starting to head north along their coastline.
Goods train.
Damn, about 2 minutes into my morning ride. It's 7 AM and I've picked up, I don't know, something in the rear tyre, so first puncture for the trip. Not bad. I'm currently in transit to a place that I can't pronounce, but Maps.me suggested an alternative route, and when I spoke to the hotel manager he said, oh no mate, he said stick to the A12, the main road, because there's heaps of wild elephants and other wildlife just roaming those plains because of access to water. I thought the whole town had turned out to wish me well. Works out it's the start of their marathon. Hello boys. Good morning. How you going? Well, I've decided to take a day trip to Tali, if that's how you pronounce it, a sacred city that's been heritage listed. I'm actually standing in the grounds of what used to be the original hospital, built in the 1st century. Stairway to heaven, do you think? No, I don't think so. Well, I'm back on the east coast. It took me about 3 days to get here, I think it was. Currently at Trevor. Just going to spend a day having a look around the place before I move further south tomorrow. Now the blame game starts. Got caught in the rain for a change. I'm on the east coast, and the east coast is renowned for having its own weather pattern to the rest of the country, and usually that involves a bit more rain. It's been a tough gig today. Not pleasant riding conditions. I'm exposed. It's a relatively clear day, so I'm in the full exposure to the sun, and it's hot, really hot. High humidity. And there's not a lot of accommodation options along this stretch. I've done 70 k's. I might have to do another 30 before I come across any accommodation. There's none marked on the map. We'll just have to see how I go. So yeah, difficult conditions today. Well, here's a bit of excitement. The bungalow I was staying in, the fuse box just caught fire. So that was a bit of a panic to get all the gear out. I've been able to rescue it all. But yeah, you don't expect that, do you?
මල් කෙල්ලන් මල් අපින් ගන්න මල් කියයි හදවතින් මල් කෙල්ලේ මං ඔබේ කඳුල නිවන්නම් සුදු මල් මිටක් කරන් කිරිවෙහෙර වනින්නම්.
Well, Maps Me has let me down for a change. I can't cross here. I'll have to backtrack. I actually decided to walk across. There were footprints the other side from cattle, so I figure if cattle can do it, why can't I? And because my bag is waterproof, the trailer actually started to float. It was quite deep. It was over my knees. Well, I'm still on the East Coast. I'm at Bungalow. I'll be here for a few days. This area was also seriously affected by the tsunami back in 2004. There's a number of memorials and obvious remnants of the disaster still present today. Both these groups of fishermen are on the same team. That's actually one net. The nets are dropped out by boat the night before, and but pulled in by hand. They'll be here for most of the day, I reckon. Well, I've gone back to where the fishermen were an hour later, and they've pulled in their catch, and geez, they'd be disappointed for the amount of work that's gone into it. Well, I've painted myself into a bit of a corner. I'm here at Bungalow. I'll stay here for another couple of days because I haven't allowed enough time to ride back across the island, back to Colombo to fly out. So I'll stay here and then I'll catch the night train. If I catch the night train, the mail train, that means I won't get separated from the bike. So I'll catch the night train back to Colombo and then fly out a day or two later. There must be some heavyweights staying at this hotel because this guy has his own close protection party. Well, I'm at the Bungalow train station. I'm going to catch the night train to Colombo. There's no sleepers available. Some trains I can't travel with the bike, and that makes me nervous. So I don't have a lot of options. But geez, no first class available, no sleepers available. Well, there is a second class, and it doesn't look comfortable at all. I might get more sleep lying on the floor like a dog, I think. Well, that getting my bike went a lot smoother than I expected. It's just after 4 AM and I'm clear of the railway station. I thought I might have to wait around until 7 or 8 o'clock until the baggage department opened, but that wasn't the case. All I'm going to do now is find a park somewhere and have my breakfast. Well, I'm about to pull into the final guest house for this trip, the Morning Star. They were good enough to look after my bike box for me while I've been away. So I guess in summary, 5 weeks, 1,600 kilometres. I guess that should give me an idea on the culture and the lay of the land, which is what cycle touring is all about, isn't it? fully expecting good service on this flight.
Me